Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So today we're going to talk about two dueling reports. AOC published her little report on what's going to happen in the next 50 years due to climate change. Problem is, she released it at the same time DOD released theirs. And DOD, you know, the people that actually get paid to study threats and come up with solutions, they enlisted the help of NASA and the Defense Intelligence Agency. You know, it's a pretty comprehensive report. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through them both. We're going to start with AOC's, and we're going to look at her fear-mongering, and then we'll look at the DOD one, and you can compare the two. So she says that changes in climate have already occurred and are likely to worsen in the next 50 years, which is the horizon, the window of the study. Rising sea levels will displace 600 million people and make them refugees. Now that, my friends, is a border crisis. Infectious diseases will spread all over the United States. It's going to require the Army to come out and help. And these diseases are going to spread because insects have increased range because it's warmer. So ticks, mosquitoes, stuff like that will carry malaria, Lyme, Zika, dengue, whatever. There will be decreased freshwater availability, but increased demand because it's hotter. There will be decreased food security because crops aren't going to do so well, and the food system, the distribution system, is actually going to break down. There will be increased incidence of extreme weather. And the stress to the power grid, because our power grid is aging, is going to be so significant that it'll result in the loss of perishable food, medicine, water, purification systems will go down, communications will go down, fuel distribution will go down. All of this if something isn't done. Man, that is doomsday stuff right there. That is a doomsday scenario. It's crazy. I don't know how she can get away with publishing stuff like this. So now let's look at the one from DOD and what they have to say. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the one I just read. Everything I just said was published by the Department of Defense in a study, Implications of Climate Change for the U.S. Army. Really did involve people from NASA and the Defense Intelligence Agency. They did this because it is a threat. This is no longer just some liberal plot, some hippie environmentalist thing. The Department of Defense is telling you it is a huge threat. And it has to be dealt with immediately, or all of this stuff is going to happen within the next 50 years. AOC did not publish a report. I made that up just to suck you guys in, to get y'all to watch this, because I know a lot of y'all would watch anything if it made fun of her. But now you've heard this, you can't unhear it. The situation is so significant that the U.S. Army is talking about an entire institutional culture change to become better stewards of the environment because they have such a large carbon footprint. They're tasking the Research, Development, and Engineering Command with coming up with ways to literally suck humidity out of the air and turn it into fresh water for warfighters because they're going to need it. It's not a joke. It's not made up. It's not fake science. It's not fake news. This is a real threat. The people who are paid to decide what threats are, they say it is. And understand, the Army has no interest in this, in the sense of it's not good for them. They're going to have to change all kinds of things. And if you know anything about the Army, they're kind of reluctant to change. But they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. It's a real threat, and it's going to have to be dealt with immediately. AOC is right. The environmentalists are right, and the Department of Defense is co-signing that. So it's your choice. You can listen to the Department of Defense, NASA, the Defense Intelligence Agency, environmental scientists. You can listen to all of these people, or you can listen to the stable genius who's telling you it's fake news. You can listen to the oil companies who stand to lose money from the infrastructure changes. Yeah. Seems like an easy decision on who to believe to me. but I don't know. It's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.